Adriana Lima, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to talk to us at IWC.
It's a pleasure, and thanks for having me here.
And you've been working with IWC for a while. How did that relationship begin for you?
I started working with IWC in 2012, and the first time I came in here, I was so impressed, number one, with all the watches. They are so beautiful, and it's really something iconic that you can keep it forever. And there is a lot of, I feel like there is a lot of emotion also involved with the watches. And that's what I experienced my first time. The Pilot collection came along, and then I saw it for the first time, the father and son watches, and I'm like, this is unbelievable, because I fell in love with those two watches, and I'm like, I really need to have this. And in the future I will have kids, and that's something that I would like to pass it along the family. So that is going to stay forever.
Great.
So there is always like emotion connection into the watches, and I really felt honored, not only for that, but honored to be working with a company that not only makes beautiful watches, but also has same social values that I do. So I'm very proud to be here working with IWC today.
Good. Okay,
yeah.
Good. And you're very busy. You're a mother. You're a model. You're incredibly busy. How do you manage your time? Are you very, very late for everything? Are you extremely punctual? Are you very controlled?
I am a perfectionist, and I like to have everything planned down to the minute.
Okay.
And to have a successful life, you need to plan, you need to time it, everything in your life. Starting from when I wake up in the morning, I actually like to be ahead of time. So I always save whatever I have to do. If I have to be awake at 7, I wake up at 6:45, because you never know what can happen. So I wake up and I take care of the kids, and I plan everything, time to school, what they after school activities, my workout, phone calls, what time I will be connecting with my agency, what time I will be calling Brazil.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think I need to get a little bit more organized in my life listening to you.
Try it.
Right. And when you're on downtime, for you, what are your favorite things to do? Are you kind of watching Netflix, hanging out, playing with the kids, or are you in the spa?
Different in my downtime. Okay. Usually I'm with my kids, and we are doing some, like in the park, or we go to the movies, or we just really running around at the house or something like that. There are times where I can be reading a book, or listening to music, or working out. Those are little moments that I would like to have during the day for me.
Okay, and when you're at work, which is all around the world, it seems, who are you most listening to? Who is guiding you through that schedule on a practical basis, but also on a more of a mental basis? Because you have so much to apply yourself to. Who's kind of steering you?
First, myself, my heart. I really try very hard to listen what makes me happy and what is the right decision to make. But obviously I'm not perfect. There are times that I'm confused. So in the confusion time, I take the phone, I say, Mom, she knows me the best. So I'm like, what I should do with this? So she talks about it, I take it in, I take my time, and then with time I will have the answer.
Right, okay. And if we take something like Victoria's Secret, which you've been part of for a long time now.
Very, very long.
Yeah, congratulations, that's
Thank
amazing.
you.
So I feel that brand itself and the show as a show has really changed in time, partly due to the internet. So for you, one of the angels who's been part of that journey from the very beginning, how do you feel it's changed? And do you feel now with social media and the internet that there's so much more pressure on you because there's so much more scrutiny? Or are you enjoying that scrutiny?
I believe that Victoria's Secret in total had 20 fashion shows in total. I started working with them in their fourth fashion show. And the fourth fashion show, I was so excited and nervous. I remember that like internet was facing, everybody was talking about computers. It was the first time that fashion show was airing online, and that was a big thing. Like my mom in Brazil and my cousins could watch me on the internet live. Wow, I did not know that would be possible. So it was a big thing. And looking back in the days until today, with social media, yes, a lot has changed because the information gets out there very quickly. But personally, for me, what it was the biggest change to do that fashion show, which we don't wear much, it was when high definition television came in and high definition cameras came in. I'm like, oh great, that's what I needed now. So I had to pay like a closer attention. That's when my workout started more intense, right, thanks to high definition.
Okay, well, it seemed to look okay to all of us. And with social media, you have a really big following. You use Twitter, you use Instagram. What do you believe is the sort of secret to engaging with your fans? Do you call them fans? Do you call them followers? Do you call them friends?
I haven't created a name for the fans, as you say. I think these people that are following me truly love me, and they are highly the reason that I still here modeling for so many years, all this support. I think I'm really boring on social media, really. I think my 6-year-old would be more fun than me. But I try to share like a little bit of my personality, a little bit of my daily things, like when I'm not dressed up. To present myself, I have to have my hair, makeup, and all that. I don't wear this at home. Mm-hmm. So I try to share a little bit of me naturally. I try to share things that I love, books that I love, foods that I love, what I'm doing, where I'm traveling to. That's the direction that I like to keep in my social.
And the highlights of work go on the social media. For you, in your mind, what have been some of the biggest highlights of your career overall? What stood out for you?
The biggest highlights, okay, definitely one when I opened Victoria's Secret Fashion Show for the first time, when I started working with IWC Watch, and specifically for me personally, it was when we went to Portofino and took the pictures with Peter Lemberg, because I'm a fan of his work, and I see his pictures as like an art really is different than the other photographers, because it's very cinematographic, all the work that goes behind the lighting and the type of camera and the sets and the mood.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They really are beautiful.
He's an unbelievable photographer. Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah. Well, Adriana Lima, modeling is?
A dream.
My favorite location is?
Brazil.
I would never go out without?
My watch.
Life is all about?
Love.
My advice to young models is?
Be confident.
I would most like to meet?
Quentin Tarantino.
I want to spend the most possible time with?
My kids.
If I could turn back time, I would?
Not committed a few mistakes. I won't be specific.
I can always spare 10 minutes for?
My children.
And the most inspiring thing somebody's ever said to me is?
Be yourself.
Great.